What's good, everybody? So this one here is me speaking on ignore bird in the background. That's Barney. Um, so a lot of people want to plant gardens, for things to come in the future. In case something bad happen where we can't get to the store and get some food, our veggies and our fruits. Something you need to understand before you go to planting your own garden. If you have pottery, absolutely fine to plant your garden in that. Um, but I know a lot of people, which my grandfather had did this back in the day. So back in the 80s and 70s, my grandfather had planted a garden, like houses that were destroyed with demolition crews coming in. And my grandfather used that land to make a garden. So he had like a two lot garden, like it was loaded. So gardening is not new to me. I just don't do the gardening. I've planted a few things, some watermelons, a few other things, some parsley, years back. But you need to understand, mine was pottery, by the way, because I understand that now you cannot just go plant a garden because you have some dirt next to your property or a little bit of land and you think that, okay, if grass is green there, I'm gonna go on and start planting. Do the history on your property and the property near you, wherever you're gonna put this garden, before you plant a garden. And when I say do the history, what I mean by that is you need to make sure there was not a chemical plant there. Um, a guy or a woman might have owned some property and they could have been doing some things on that property that could be hazardous to that soil. Hazardous to that soil. Yes, it rains. The rain does cleanse the earth, but it's not going to cleanse chemicals that were dumped into the earth. So you need to do your research on that property so you can eat healthy foods that you plant and you want to grow. Because if not, you're going to have contaminated food. Um, yeah, so just don't go up and get some land because John Deere said it's okay. I cut the grass. It's cool. Eat up. No, you will be sick up. So make sure you get some land and you do the research on it. Find out who had it, what they did there. Even talk to some of the neighbors. Hey, I did the research on this property. It says that nobody had any factories or any projects they were working on here, but you've been living here for years. Can you give me some tips on the people that used to live here and what they did throughout their years of living here? That is an excellent tip for y'all. Check with the neighbors if you newly to that neighborhood and you don't know what's going on or went on that property before you got it. Okay? Check the history, go to your library, get the mapping and find out what was there. And I'm talking go back 20 years if you can. Yes, 20 years. Because there's chemicals out there that still stay in that area. Yep, contaminated area, y'all. It'll take a couple years to get rid of that. And I ain't talking no 5 years, okay, we good to go, grass is growing. No. You can look at some of these steel mills that they tore down. And it took them 20 years before they built a shopping center there, or somebody put up a plan of homes there and called it Garden Den, Garden Lane. Yes, y'all. So they do their research and okay, ooh, well, this was here. We got to wait a couple years. We'll come in, we'll spray and we'll treat. That's why you see trucks going in. You wonder what that truck's spraying out in that field for. Ain't nothing there. They've been doing it for 5 years. They was prepping it for build, living. You do the same. Do your research before you go to planting and you be in the house eating and then your body start glowing and you think you got the glow. No, you don't want to be sick. I love y'all. Check your with the library, get the plans of that property, or go to your code inspector of your city, find out what was there and ways of going about before you start planting your garden, y'all. I'm only telling y'all that because I love y'all. That's a fact. Yes, it's safe to grow your own food because you know what's in it and you should do that. Grow your own, but learn and know your area before you go to thinking that, ooh, you got a food supply. Because you could be stocking up on poison. I love y'all.